it's time to bring back the Ecsite Conference Program Committee Chairman, Mikko, and look back on today. So Mikko, welcome back. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very good. It's been such an exciting day.
Yeah, with a lot of attendees, a lot of experiences.
Yes, and the journey has been so amazing. I mean, we were supposed to meet in Stavanger in early April to prepare for the conference. We turned that meeting into Zoom. And during that 2-day meeting, we figured out what we could do instead of the Ljubljana experience.
Yeah,
and I would now like to express my thanks to everybody in the ACPC, the Conference Program Planning Committee, including yourself and Brad. We did, I think, an amazing job figuring out how we could pull from that program that we had already designed by all the submitted proposals. And I remember when we were discussing them in November, we said that they were of a good, high quality.
Yeah, I remember. Yes,
we were very happy. We were thinking that we are improving in general for Ljubljana, and the people will be happy. There were new voices, new themes. And then, okay, it boils down to something which is not a conference in Ljubljana, but it's this Ecsite Day and those 5 webinars we have behind us, and the next one next week, the Business Day webinar. So the figures, I mean, it's of course, we are always interested in digits and visitors and so on. And I can say that I'm very proud to share that we had more than 1,500 people registered for the webinars, and more than 1,000 of them were following the webinars alive. And then there are all the rewatchings or the watchings afterwards. We had people for the webinar series from maximum 51 countries at the time, but judging as today, thinking also of the Ecsite Day, 57 countries from the 6 inhabited continents. And last, and definitely not least, I would love to share the important figure for me and for us, 341 newcomers. So a figure that we couldn't have reached with a physical conference in Ljubljana. So I would say that in the future, I hope we will meet face to face. I'm missing meeting all of you face to face, but I think there will be a digital continuity and a presence, and we have discovered something new, something that can be shared with more inclusion and equity through digital means. Okay, those were the important digits, and I would now like to start watching or looking at future. So we hope to give the call for proposals soon towards end of summer for Stavanger, Norway, where we will be exploring synergies. And now I would like to invite you all to watch a beautiful video produced by our future hosts from next year, the people from Stavanger. Very exciting place, very exciting hosts, several hosts we are going to have there, and a totally new country for Ecsite conference to take place. So a new territory, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. And meanwhile, I start building my future with the wooden blocks I think many of you have in your science centers available. Today, we already had 130 visitors, and one of the wild wood exhibitions attractions definitely is this block building. See you later.
Welcome to Ecsite 2021 in Stavanger, Norway. Stavanger is the 4th largest city of Norway, located on the southwestern coast and known as the energy capital of Norway. I'm Finn Krogh, the director of the Norwegian Petroleum Museum. In 2021, we are co-hosting the Ecsite Conference together with the museums of the Jæren region. The Norwegian Petroleum Museum is organized as an independent foundation, mainly supported by public grants. Our exhibition deals with the history of Norway becoming an oil nation over the last 50 years and gives an introduction to exploration, technology and working life. And of course, the major impact oil and gas has had on the Norwegian economy. The challenging issues of oil and gas and other fossil fuels have also become a part of our narrative. Last year we opened a new exhibition focusing on climate change and how we need to stop global warming. I look forward to welcoming you at the speaker's reception at our museum. And then over to Målfrid, our co-host at Jærmuseet.
Thank you, Finn, and hello, Ecsite community. My name is Målfrid Snørteland, the director of Jærmuseet, the Museum of Jæren, and the Regional Science Center of Southwestern Norway. Jærmuseet is a unique combination of museum and science center. Our museum has 13 locations, as well as an outreach program. The locations gives insight in different aspects of our regional history: agriculture and rural life, building traditions, industrial and city history, aviation and war history, language and authors, and the life by sea. The museum is one of 12 regional science centers in Norway, appointed by the Ministry of Education and Research. Our science center departments are the Science Factory, the Science Farm, and Science Circus. The Science Farm is located in one of the largest agricultural areas in Norway. At the Science Farm, it is all about learning by doing. Interactive exhibitions, indoor and outdoor, tell about the agriculture in Jæren, modern food production, energy, technology, biology and nature. Experience the Science Farm with farm animals and farming environment from the 1950s. The Science Factory is located in the city center of Sandnes. The topics here are regional industrial history and the city history of Sandnes, natural science, mathematics, energy and astronomy. We have a lovely planetarium and we have one of the biggest Tesla cars in Europe. Now we are at Vitenfabrikken, the science factory, where the farewell party is to be held. We really look forward to see you all in June 2021.
Welcome to Vitengarden, the science farm. The staff and I look forward to welcome you all to Nocturne, which will take place here. At Nocturne, we will give you a taste of what the agriculture area has to offer. The evening will start with a guided bus trip along the coastline, driving past green fields, dairy farms and some of Scandinavia's largest greenhouses. At the museum, we will give you a taste of the best local produce from the farmers, the fields and greenhouses that you passed in the bus. There will be activities showing all the Norwegian Science Center and the entertainment that hopefully will get your dance moves on. Can't wait to see you all here.
The future is now.
And I can see from my screen that we are all back. So Mikko, what can we expect from Stavanger?
Exploring synergies is the theme and the topic. Of course, exploring synergies can be a lot of things. And this is how we like our themes often, that they have many entry points. to guarantee the diversity of the content. So you are needed again to make your proposals. So I would really like to thank you for attending today and in the webinars. And I would love to thank all the speakers who today and the moderators who made a wonderful job. Your input, and anybody could be in that role next year, will be needed in exploring synergies. And thinking of the high quality of proposals we got last year, I am sure we will be making a very, very interesting conference experience physically in Ljubljana and digitally adding on top of that things.
Mikko, thank you so much for all your work. And I must admit, I feel a little bit emotional about seeing Norway and just really hope that by then we can come together. You're a great chairman and I can't wait to see you, if not in Norway, somewhere very, very soon. Take care.
Thank you, Brad. Keep up the good job.
Now, for our audience, you will see that things have kind of changed a little bit here, but we'll come to that in a minute. But first, some very important business. Would really like to gather some feedback about today from you. Please follow the link in the button below where you will find the evaluation form. Ecsite online events aren't over. I could also see that Mikko is still putting those blocks away, so maybe we can mute his mic. Now, Ecsite online events aren't over. Join the Ecsite Business Day next week on the 19th of June to explore traveling exhibitions and stimulating sessions. As an example, I've spotted this promising session at 3:15 called Corona Proofing Museum Interactives. Discover the full program in the Ecsite app. Now, the backstage team of Ecsite, who have pulled this day together, have also organized a meetup on the 29th of June at 3 p.m. Central European Time. And they're going to share tips and tricks with anyone interested in organizing large-scale events of this type online. And trust me, they have done such a great job. You really should go to that session and find out just how to do it. And of course, there is always the Spokes magazine, which gives you the latest science engagement news and in-depth features each month. Subscribe, it's free for all.
And for Ecsite members, don't forget the General Assembly tomorrow at 3:45 and the strategy design session for CEOs and senior manager on 18th June, for which you've received information by email. And for all, keep using the Ecsite app to find peers and discuss the topics and issues that matter to you. Meetups will be taking place throughout the years. It's up to you to make them happen.
So, before we get into some social festivities, we thought we would try and recreate a bit of the lovely atmosphere at the conference social program. So, we're going to take a trip around the world to see different members of our community, share a quick drink, and hopefully see something of their culture. Think Ecsite meets Eurovision. So Dorothée, you've changed your look. What's your contribution to this party?
My contribution for the party is a disco light for the farewell party, as usual. And as a French woman, I have this big, huge bottle of champagne to share with all of you and for the technical team too. And Brad, thanks the gift you gave me this morning. I have a British crisp in my home now. So thank you very, very, very nice, very well. And thank you so much, Brad, my dear partner in crime. It was I was very happy, very nervous, but very happy to organize this day with you and the Ecsite team. So here's santé, as we say in France. Brad, tell me what is around you.
Well, I've kind of adorned my workspace with sort of British flags, and I've got a special sort of mug celebrating, the royal family. And I'll tell you what, I'm so exhausted. I'm going to be drinking the classic drink of Britain, a good cup of tea. Now, I should say to everyone, I've got no idea where we're going and who we're going to meet, but my wonderful producer, Raquel, will whisper in my ear the name of the country we're going to. So let's get this moving. Are you ready, Dorothée?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm very excited.
I'm slightly nervous. Okay, I'm hearing from my producer. We are going now, apparently, to the Netherlands. Netherlands, come on.
Hello. Good to see you. I have a 12 points for all the participants from the Netherlands.
This is amazing. Now, Raquel, can we make that a bit larger screen so we can see the full regalia here? Why don't you tell me a little bit about who you are and what you get up to?
I am Marjolein van Bremen. I'm from Amsterdam, and I have with me some nice Dutch stimulants. And this is gin from the Netherlands. It's called Genever, and it actually originates from the Low Countries, not from the UK. So William III took it to your country, that you know where it comes from.
I honestly feel like somebody should call the tourism department in the Netherlands and make you the poster child of the country. Now, how do we say cheers in Dutch?
We say proost.
So I'm going to bring up my screen a little bit, and I'm going to say proost to you.
Proost to everybody. Thank you so much for this beautiful day.
Proost. Now, whilst we do that, I do believe I'm getting a little whisper in my ear. We're going somewhere else, and I believe now we're going all the way to Norway. So, Norway, come on in. Do you hear me? I've always felt, the Norwegians might be a little slow, Marjolein. Oh, but here we go.
We're not slow.
There she is.
Tell me now, who do we have on screen?
Hi, I'm Ellen, and I'm the marketing manager at Museum. We'll be hosting Ecsite next year.
Amazing. Well, I'm going to say goodbye to Marjolein and stay with you, Ellen.
Thank you for a lovely day.
Bye, Marjolein. I'm loving this background. Tell me a little bit about what's going on here.
Okay, so I've got akkevitt for the happy hour. It's a pretty strong drink made out of potatoes. Drinking it out of my hiking mug because, we love hiking in Norway. And I've also got some salmon that I'm eating. Let's see here. Some beautiful, can you see? Beautiful fresh salmon that we're having tonight.
Delicious. And are we wearing some sort of special costume as well?
Yes, sorry, of course. It's a special occasion, and for special occasions, we've got to put on our national costumes. And what's more special than this moment right now?
What I'm loving about this is clearly a real flavour of what we're going to get next year at Ecsite, and I really, really appreciate that. Now, whilst we key in our next guest, tell me, how do we say cheers in Norwegian?
Okay, so this is important. You all had to learn this for next year. Skål is how we say it. Skål.
That is probably the most important thing we're going to take away all day today is skål. So I'm going to say skål. It has been lovely to see you, Ellen. This is an amazing costume, and I'm going to say goodbye to you now. Take care.
Goodbye.
Well, it seems to me we have now gone all the way to Belgium.
Am I live, Brad?
Are you there?
I am. So this is what it feels like to be a star.
Now, we should say to everyone, actually, first of all, tell me who you are and where do you work?
So my name is Andrew, and I am in Belgium, and I'm actually in the Ecsite office because I work for Ecsite.
And now we should tell everybody that you have played the most important role of all today, which is you've been Dorothée and my sort of understudy.
Yes, I've tried. So you might be really confused at this, but in our office, we throw stuff at people to show a sign of appreciation and love and gratitude.
Well, look, I just want to say you have been an incredible understudy. It must have been a joy for you to sit there and do nothing.
You guys did a fantastic job. I couldn't have done a better job.
Now, look, whilst you're here on screen, I want to take a special moment to also say, because you're at the Ecsite office, you guys have done such an incredible job. And I just want to say, Raquel, Julie, Carmen, Christina, Marie, Andrew, Lucy, Helen, Maria, Catherine, and Ursula, who's in Slovenia, I think a huge virtual round of applause to you guys for being the most incredible technicians and producers anyone in the world could possibly want. Now,
Thank you so much, Brad.
How do we say cheers in French?
In French, we would say santé.
But also, you're from Scotland, so how do we say it in Gaelic?
In Gaelic, we would say sláinte.
Well, here's to both of that.
Cheers, Brad.
Cheers. Now, I think our next caller is coming. I have no idea where we're going. Andrew, stay with me whilst somebody mysteriously appears on the screen. People are loving this slightly madcap situation, I should say. I'm going to say goodbye to you, Andrew. Take care.
Goodbye, Brad.
And I believe we've now whizzed all the way to Egypt.
Hi, Brad.
How are you? Who do we have here?
I'm Mesa. I'm the Executive Director of Names.
And Mesa, whereabouts in Egypt are you calling from?
Well, from Alexandria.
And tell me, how are things going in Alexandria?
Well, things are doing okay. We do not have a complete lockdown. We haven't had complete lockdown. We have been working from home for a couple of months, but now we're starting to go back. So we are partly working from the office and partly from home, so that we don't have too many people in the same place at the same time. And hopefully things will be getting better.
Fingers crossed. Now, also, because you come from Names, that's another really important museum community. Can you just tell us a little bit about how that community is going right now?
Well, it's different from each country to the other. In Northern Africa, the situation is less severe than in the Asian countries. The Asian part of the Names region has been on complete lockdown for much longer than we have been experiencing. And they are now just trying to open up slightly, little bit, but just little by little, because they don't want to open up at once and have a spike in their numbers of infections. So hopefully, in a few months, things will be back to some kind of normal.
Well, look, if the Names team need hosts for an online conference, Dorothée and I are now fully versed in what to do.
Yeah, I saw. I've been enjoying it all day. Great work from everyone. And, hooray to the Ecsite team.
Now, Mesa, tell me, what are you drinking and how do we say cheers in Arabic?
So, of course, in the Names region, we don't normally drink alcoholic drinks. So we have loads of traditional non-alcoholic drinks. And in Egypt, we have many drinks that are made from herbs and the fruits. And this one, which is my favorite, is made from hibiscus. Yes, and it's good for hypertension. It lowers the blood pressure, so it's great. And we say fi sahitkum.
Well, if only I had that drink all day, it probably would have calmed my blood pressure a lot. Now, tell me, how do I say that one more time?
Fi sahitkum.
Fi sahitkum.
Yeah.
So fi sahitkum. And Mesa, stay with me whilst we go somewhere else. Again, I'm not sure where we're going. Raquel's whispering in my ear that we might be going to the well-known country of the well-known European country of the USA. Take care, Mesa.
Bye.
Who do we have here and where are we now?
Hi, this is Cynthia from National Geographic, and I am in what was formerly known as a living room, but now an American classroom. So cheers from school.
Now, look, so great that you could join us, and just tell me how obviously we watch things in America, but how are things for you?
We're doing okay, struggling, but celebrating the fact that at least we're finished with this school portion. So I'm proud to say that I have just graduated from the first grade and sixth grade for the second time. You can kind of see my first grade appearing over here.
Now, obviously, you're also sort of dressed in some sort of special costume.
Yes, I'm in my graduation. This is a what you wear when you graduate from school. So that's what I'm wearing.
I love it. Now, what special American beverage are you sharing with us today?
This is the All-American Breakfast Smoothie.
What
and
time is it?
Ask me what's in it. It's still early, but yeah, it's not spiked.
And what do we say in America? Just cheers?
Cheers.
Well, I'm going to say cheers to you, Cynthia. Thank you so much for joining me. Raquel's whispering in my ear. We're going somewhere else now, and I think this one's going to be a big surprise. So you stay with me while somebody else mysteriously appears on the screen. Okay, we've got someone. So I'm going to say goodbye to you, Cynthia. Take care. And oh my God, we've got a Viking.
You've got a Viking? This is the Danish flag?
Who do I have in front of me? And
you have Sheena from Denmark, from Experimentarium. We were the hosts last year, and hi Brad, and hi everybody. And I just wanted to say that can I say this? This is the Danish football team t-shirt. And we actually won the European Football Championships in 1992. And it's such a big thing for Denmark because we're such a small country.
You really are a little bit like Marilyn. Somebody call the tourism department. This is just like a picture of Danishness, if that's the correct word. Now, I know Sheena. Now, what are you drinking, and how do we say cheers in Danish?
Yeah, so I am drinking beer. It should be Carlsberg, but it's actually Tuborg, which is made by Carlsberg, which probably is the best beer in the world.
Well, and just remind me, how do I say cheers one more time?
Yeah, skål. But I'm also from Scotland, so it's also Slandivar. I recognized Andrew's Slandivar.
And
skål.
I think you've had more than one. but skål.
I don't think I would have had that.
Now I think I know where we're going next. I think Ecsite's playing a trick on me. So you stay with me as we bring up our last special guest as we whiz around the world. I think we're going to Ireland. Am I right? Let's see who appears. I knew it. Who do we have here and where are you from?
Hi, Brad, and hi, Sheena. I'm Mairead, and I'm from Science Gallery in Dublin, in Ireland.
And you are like a vision and lights and things. Now, I'm going to make sure, Sheena, you stay with us. Don't go anywhere yet. But Mairead, tell me, how are things going in Ireland?
Things are good. It's a traditional grey and drizzly summer's day, so I'm trying to light it up with my own natural aura. But I'm in good spirits. I've had a really great day, and I've really enjoyed the great job you and Dorothée have done, and all the speakers. So,
well, it's funny we should have you two here because I know coming up very soon, Dorothée and I will hand over the presenting mantle to you two. Mairead, tell me, what are you guys getting up to?
Well, we have put together a brain teaser, a quiz for everybody who has spent the day listening and absorbing all this information. Now it's a chance for people to get their muscles working, their finger muscles on their phones and their brain muscles. And we will be bringing you to the quintessential pub quiz in just a moment.
So you two are going to host a pub quiz.
That's right.
Now tell me, what are you drinking, Mairead?
So I have a not quite adequate tiny glass of Guinness, but it still serves a purpose to say sláinte.
So I'm going to say sláinte to you two, and good luck for this evening. I'm going to join the pub quiz. I might be a little exhausted, but sláinte, and thanks so much for joining us.
Sláinte.
Now, I do believe my wonderful co-host is going to whiz back on screen any minute, and here she is. The crazy parade around the world has come to an end.
Yeah, you're right. So, but in a minute we will finish this section, Brad, with the Ecsite Jazz Band, the long-standing amateur jazz band of the Ecsite community who recorded a video for us. And if you're watching us on Rewatch, the best way to see this video will be to go to the YouTube channel of Ecsite. Now, and don't forget, following this, there is an Ecsite pub quiz, as we've just seen. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay safe and stay connected, and see you all in Norway in 2021. Now I think the time has come to say goodbye as anchors. Brad, you were such a great co-host today, a great partner in crime.
Dorothée, can I also say to you, it has been nothing but a joy to spend the last couple of weeks pulling this together. It has been a huge amount of work, not just for so many people in the Ecsite team. And I really can't think of anybody better to spend the day with. So I think it just it's up to us now to both say, should we do it together? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye, Europe. Take care.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye,
See you next week, next year. See you. Bye-bye.